got to work on clocking in. You good then? We ready at the time. Got to work on this thing. There's an art to it. We'll take it. All right, we do always rise and give honor to the Most High Yah. His son, Yeshua, the true Messiah. Always the Allah, Yah's Kaddish preachers in every place. Teaching, preaching, living his word. Always to the beloved ministers that labor with me in this part of Vineyard, whom I'm not ashamed to call brethren. Kaddish greetings to them in their respective places. Always to those that are watching by way of live internet, to the dispersed, to the scattered, to the Jews first, and also to the Gentiles. Kaddish greetings to them in their respective places. As we often say last, never least, to the Way of Yah Synagogue. Proper honor to you all in your respective places. Once again, from internet, television, radio, wherever our voice can be heard, wherever we can be seen. Before we came on, had nothing come on. When we go out, absolutely ain't nothing else coming on. If they're not teaching Kaddish, living a clean, sanctified life, the people ain't in nothing, and they hadn't heard nothing.
Walk with it.
This is an attempt
To collect the debt.
to collect the debt. Whatever you hypocrite, false pretend, backbite, mumble and grumble against will be used in that collection of the debt. These messages are always being recorded for quality assurance to make sure no side deals get cut with nobody, but everybody got to come in, brother, in, straight, narrow path. Man, y'all doors sound like it off the hinges. But y'all all right?
Amen.
All right. Get ready to talk with the people a little bit. See if that's 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 1. Thank the Lord for those watching us by television. They need the gospel too. Isn't that right? Help the nation out tonight. For those watching in by way of internet as well as visitors, people that are here as well, you need to know this is not our new year. This is their new year. Isn't that right? Our God came and separated our time from these people's time. This is not our new year. Of course, we sit up under their government, so we have to acknowledge what they do. But as Hebrews, as Jews, this is not the beginning of our new year.
Amen.
Isn't that right? All right, this is the 2 Corinthians chapter 4 at verse 1. Listen to the book.
Therefore, seeing
We have,
this ministry,
as we have received mercy,
we faint
not walking.
but have renounced the hidden things of
All right,
dishonesty.
we're going to walk after we get through quitting. Isn't that right? This renounce is not announced, but means to do what, brethren? Brethren? That's right, renounce. Somebody said renounce, exactly. Well, I will announce what renounce is to quit or resign. He said we renounce the hidden things of dishonesty. We used to do them. Not walking.
In craftiness,
Nor.
handling the word of God deceitfully,
But by manifestation.
of the truth,
Commending ourselves.
to every man's conscience,
In.
the sight of God.
But.
If our gospel be hid,
Which would be definition by definition rather. If our gospel be what?
hid
It is hid.
to them that are lost,
In whom.
the God of this world
Had done what?
blinded the minds of them which believe not.
That's what we find with these people out here. The people don't believe. Give me Mark chapter 16 at verse 1. Make it 16:15.
Amen.
This is the book of Mark chapter 16 at verse 15. Listen to the book.
And he said unto them,
Yeah.
Go ye into all the world,
And preach the what?
gospel
He
to every creature.
to every creature.
He that believeth,
And he
baptized,
shall
be saved.
What about the one that don't believe?
But he that believeth not
Shall
be damned.
You're going to be damned. Everything that we walk that's been instituted unto us, we have to take on as a part of salvation. So if you don't do it, you're going to be damned. Pick me up at the 12th chapter of the book of Exodus at verse 1. At one time, everybody was on the same time. Isn't that right? But the Most High God got them a separated people. When he got a separated people, he separated our time from these people. Isn't that right? The other brother, you give me the 3rd chapter of the book of Ezra. 3rd chapter of the book of Esther, I'm sorry. 3rd chapter, both of them start with an E. Give me Esther, the 3rd chapter. Give me about verse 6.
Amen.
Other brother, I want Esther 3 and 6 first. Other brother, you hold me the book of Exodus chapter 12 at verse 1. This is the book of Ezra. I'm sorry, the book of Esther, chapter 3 at verse 6. Other brother got me Exodus chapter 12 at verse 1. He holding that for me. Listen to the book.
And he thought scorn to lay hands on Mordecai alone.
He thought to lay hands on Mordecai. Listen.
For they had shewed him the people of Mordecai.
Yes.
Wherefore Haman sought to destroy all the Jews that were throughout the whole kingdom of Ahasuerus.
You know what the thing is now? There's a plot today to destroy us.
Amen.
Let me tell you what they're trying to do with us. First of all, they're giving us another name by calling us African Americans. Isn't that right? We've been called black, colored, everything they come because it's a ploy to destroy us. And the way to destroy us, according to the book of Hosea, my people are destroyed for what reason? Lack of knowledge. And because we rejected knowledge, the Lord has also rejected us. These people sit around, they fight and they hate me. All I try to do is take the burden off the Hebrew man and try to let him know who he is. Isn't that right? You've been enslaved all your life, and it's what they call America. Isn't that right? Through the institutionalized program they give us. The welfare program, the free housing program, every program they institute they give us has been a ploy to break us down. No other race you can find is a bigger recipient of these programs than us. Every other race come in, the Mexican, everybody come in, take it. The Asians came in and took it and got off of it. We the only people still stuck on it. Isn't that right? Everybody been through the project and cycled through and left except us. Isn't that right? You basically ought to just call us a dog at this point because we just like a lower domesticated animal. When somebody come and teach us truth, and the real truth that free any man, any woman is the word of the Most High God. Isn't that right? And that's the only way you can be free. Listen to the book.
Even the people of Mordecai.
Even the people of Mordecai.
In
Come
the
on.
first month, that is the month Nisan.
Y'all hear that? The first month, that is the month of Nisan. What happened, son?
In the 12th year.
You didn't hear him say January.
No.
The month of Nisan, a name that we believe we took on when we went into Babylon. Now we was under the rule of the Medes. These people watching me, they don't know. They don't pay it any attention. They just think that's another word for January. Ain't that right? Our first of the month don't come in January. We come tomorrow night at sunset, we'll be celebrating our 11th month. Amen. Not our 12th, not our first month. Isn't that right? We'll cover 2 months in the month of January. And we'll hit our 12th month by the 31st of January. But we haven't been taught this, and now we sit around, we come to fight the man that come to free us. Listen to the book.
In the 12th year of King Ahasuerus.
In the 12th year of King Ahasuerus.
They cast pur.
They cast pur, which was to do what, brethren? They cast lots. Come on.
That is the lot. Before Haman from day to day.
Listen.
And from month to month.
And from month to month.
To the 12th month, that is the month Adar.
Did you hear that? That's the month Adar. That's our 12th month, not December. Listen.
And Haman said unto King Ahasuerus.
What did he say?
There is a certain people.
There is a certain people.
Scattered abroad.
Listen, scattered abroad all over the world. Listen.
And dispersed among the people in all the provinces of thy kingdom.
You know what they try to use on us? Tribute to whom tribute, custom to whom custom. Oh, no man, nothing. Wouldn't fit here. Because we were scattered among them. Listen where we were scattered at. Come on.
And their laws are diverse from all people.
Let me hear where these people were scattered at. Where they dispersed at.
There is a certain people scattered abroad.
There's a certain people scattered abroad.
And dispersed among the people.
And dispersed among the people.
In all the provinces of thy kingdom.
And he had 120 provinces. So we were over all, out of those 120 provinces, we were through all of them. And what happened about us, Brother Brandon?
And their laws.
And their laws
are diverse.
Are
from all
different.
People.
From who?
From all people.
What else they do?
Neither keep they the king's laws.
Y'all hear that? Now, as far as getting driver license, paying taxes, we're not going to use that. We know we're supposed to do it. Ain't that right? That's a lawful event. We can do that. When they make laws and they make something that goes up against what the Most High God instituted for, we can't do it. Isn't that right? Well, Happy New Year, keep talking. Isn't that right? You don't have to stop. I don't stop displaying. I said thank you because I know the average Negro or any other race, they don't know any better.
That's right.
These people serve a Gregorian calendar. They do what they want to do. Our calendar is diverse from their calendar. Our time is different from their calendar. Pick me up at the 12th chapter of the book of Exodus at verse 1. These people watch me, instead of fighting me and hating me, they think this is a religion or teaching that comes along and hate people. We don't hate people, we hate sin. Sin can be anybody. The so-called Negro is our biggest enemy. Every race that go against the Most High God is an enemy. Every people, every language that go against what he said is an enemy. Isn't that right? And we don't take no bombs. Isn't that right? We ain't taking up no armory to go and try to kill nobody. He said, vengeance in mine, said the Lord, I'll repay. Isn't that right? It ain't our job to go and see who we can kill, who we can take from. The Most High God going to do the judging on everybody. And when he come, who going to get it first? To the Jews first. A Jew that transgress and go against the first person going to hell. A Jew that transgress and go against the first person that he going to come back and take vengeance upon. Don't sit around and think the other nation in trouble. We in trouble. We don't comply with the word. We heard it first. We know that whatsoever the law said, brother, it say to them that's under the law. We've been taught that. That's why we know the first person ought to take it out to be us. In our writing the book, tell it to the Jew first. Hold what you got right quick. Romans chapter 1, before you give me the 12th chapter book of Exodus. Romans chapter 1 and about verse 14. I'm trying to help the nation out. TV station, everybody ought to give me more time. People ought to be petitioning down there saying, this man need to block out. They got people sitting on TV all night saying nothing. Wasting time, telling lies, strap the gun on. I ain't going to serve God if I got to preach and carry a gun at the same time. At least let me work one or the other. I got to strap on the gun and while I'm preaching. It ain't going to take the book, you're going to hell anyhow. Well, I got to come to serve and I got to strap a gun on it and lock myself down to a chair in order to try to teach somebody. What you going to teach me? You having to protect yourself with me. You ain't got no God on your side. You had a God on your side, you'll let him fight your battle. Isn't that right? He told Jehoshaphat, all them, he told her the battle is not ours, it's the Lord's. Don't make no mistake, I'm fully on. Well on. Ain't that right? But it ain't for no protection. Ain't that right? Because you set up to try to protect yourself, you soon coming down. Our Lord taught us, Jesus told Peter that if you live by the sword, you're going to die by the sword. The book of Revelation came along to confirm it. Isn't that right? If you live by the sword, you're going to die by it. That's not my judgment. I don't get guns to try to protect myself. My confidence in the Most High God. This is Romans 1 and 14. Other brother hold me the 12th chapter, book of Exodus at verse 1. Listen to the book.
I am debtor both to the Greeks and to the barbarians, both to the wise and to the unwise.
Listen.
So as much as in me is,
what are you, Paul?
I am ready to preach the gospel to you that are at Rome also.
To the who?
For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ.
For it is
the power of God unto salvation.
To everyone
that believeth.
To everyone
that believeth.
To everyone
that believeth.
To the who first?
Jew first.
Now, if I was a Christian, I'd be upset. Here go Paul done established the Christian church, and he's talking about this to the Jew first. Exactly how that worked. Then who get it after that?
And also to the Greek.
So when the Christians gonna get it? He just sat here and told me he don't owe a Christian nothing. He said, I'm a debtor to a barbarian, to the wise, and to the unwise. So as much as in me, I'm ready to preach the gospel. Ain't that right? He said to the Jews. For who else you going to preach it to? The only way a Gentile going to get it when the Jews rejected it. Isn't that right? When we didn't count ourselves worthy, then it went to the Gentile. And the Gentiles he went to, he was trying to convince to become Jew. Never try to convince no Gentile to become no Christian. A Christian to do anything contrary to the Most High God's word. That's what they did. They were Christian when they brought us over on ship. Isn't that right? They were Christian when they had us in the shanty. They were Christian when they were putting ropes on our neck when they had the picnics. They were Christian when they cut Kunta Kinte foot off. Well, he was in the wrong religion, so I can't blame everything on you. Truth of the matter being told, if you look by definition and look at the acts to it attached to the word, it don't add up. Same thing with being a Jew. He that is a Jew is not one outwardly, but inwardly. Is circumcision, not that of the flesh, but is of the heart. Isn't that right? We don't let nobody get away because they say they're no Jew. If you're a Jew, you're supposed to obey the book. If you're a Jew, you're going to line up according to the book. If you're a Christian, you're going to do what you want to do. Christian blow with the wind. Isn't that right? Christian cuss when they get upset. Hold on. Just do something. Just hit me. Lord, forgive me. I'm finna cuss this man out. How that work? I can go tell what I'm finna do before I do it and still do it. Ain't no God in my side. Ain't no control. Excuse my French. It might as well be any Christian. I don't speak French. Isn't that right? The doctrine wrong, the behavior wrong, so all of it French. It just come up backward. Now we come along to learn the truth. Nothing started in Europe. Everything started at Jerusalem. Amen. Isn't that right? Everything started out Father Abraham, who he brought out, and the nation need to know that if you're going to be saved. Come on back to the 12th chapter right quick, son. 12th chapter, book of Exodus. Let's see what happened over here. 12th chapter of the book of Exodus at verse 1. Look at the book. Listen to the book.
And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron.
And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron. What could he have possibly told them, son?
In the land of Egypt, saying.
What did he tell them?
This month.
This what?
This month.
Shall be what?
Unto you the beginning of months.
So that let you know right there he separated us. That's why Mordecai and all these people sat down and they obeyed the book. They looked at it. We got to be different from the rest of the people. He told her you can be in the world and not of it. They sat right there under King Ahasuerus. They sat right in 120 property. But they knew when it came up something that contradicted what the Most High God told them, they didn't do it. Watch a Christian today. A Christian will come along, try to obey some church statute and law, then go right to work and go along with some of their junk. Our stuff got to be different. There's got to be a difference. He told them that we're supposed to put a difference between clean and unclean, Kodesh and unkodesh. Ain't that right? Kodesh is our word. They use the word holy, which we find out now. The European, they took that. That's from the Hindu gods. Holy was the name of their spring god. They giving us so much contrary doctrine. Now we come along to correct it. They giving us these words and I said, right, made marker. Our homes are in a mess. These people came over and seen us. If anything, they want to mimic us. Now we come along mimicking them. Hold you guys, see that 2 Kings chapter 17 about verse 19. I can help the nation out. If you're going to count those people sitting in Israel now, those people sitting on stolen property. Those people not Jews. They say they are Jews and are liars. And they do not the truth. These folks not going to obey the book. They won't even acknowledge us. Thank the Most High God for the word.
Amen.
Come on, listen to the book.
2 Kings 17 and 19.
Yes, listen.
Also, Judah kept not the commandments of the Lord their God.
Then he said also, just a matter of fact, he said also, he let you know Israel wasn't the only person that fought. He said Judah did the same thing. That's where we come from, the tribe of Yehudah. Isn't that right? Now he said Judah did the same thing. That's how we got cast out of the play, because we didn't keep all the laws and statutes. And we're going to come along and do the same thing today? Listen to the book.
But walked in the statutes of Israel.
But walked in the statutes of Israel.
Which they made.
Which they made.
And the Lord rejected all the seed of Israel.
The Lord rejected all the seed of Israel.
And afflicted them.
And afflicted them.
And delivered them into the hand of spoilers until he had cast them out of his sight.
That's the people that plundered them. People that came and robbed and raped us and took everything we had. Listen.
Until he had cast them out of his sight.
You know what's amazing? When they go back and read their history and hear what happened, the South still want to try to recover stuff from the North. And they tell us to let it go. What you think happened when we sit around here and hear these people came and plundered and took everything, our knowledge, our books, and our God? All they want to fight out some old furniture. Some old slave mansion that will burn down. To a slave, the best thing ever happened. Isn't that right? It's just the truth of the matter of it. We sit around and look at it, we lost our God. You ain't lost nothing. All you need is another Betsy Ross. Isn't that right? They ain't lost nothing. What did they lose? Listen to the book.
For he rent Yisrael from the house of David.
Y'all hear what he did? He tore them from the house of David. Come on.
And they made Jeroboam the son of Nebat king.
Come on.
And Jeroboam drave Israel from following the Lord.
And he drove us from following the Lord. That's why we can't put everybody over us. Come on, son.
And made them sin a great sin.
And made them sin a great sin.
For the children of Israel walked in all the sins of Jeroboam, which he did.
Come on.
They departed not from them.
Listen.
Until the Lord removed Israel out of his sight, as he has said by all his servants.
Hold what you got right quick, son. This is a good one. Jump over and say that 2 Kings. Make that 1 Kings chapter 12 is probably what I want. 1 Kings chapter 12. Jump down and give me about verse. Let me see about verse 19 of that right quick. You hold what you got, 2 Kings. You know why it's important for us to know that we got to teach it to our children. When the people see y'all and want to know how you got on here, let them know because we stopped following our God. It make no sense to go back to the same thing that we saw got us cut off. It wouldn't make sense. That's why I appreciate it, but it let me know where our error came in, why we were cut off from our God, so it don't make sense to do it again. For the mere fact I can get a job or hold a position with the same people that come around and eventually going to take it back from me. Everything they give them, they'll come back and taking it from us. Isn't that right? When they gave us our wives, when our forefather was sitting around their shadow, they came back and took them. When they told us those our kids, they came and they took them and they sold them from them. They did the same thing with our God. Now, why would I trust them with anything else they're doing? I've been told by definite. They know that nation ain't nothing but another rump of steel skin. Anybody sat around this country being built off the backs of us, but nobody stand up and tell them. People sat around and cover this stuff, and people sat around and tell you, I said it before I say it again. There is absolutely no way in the world I will sit around and watch a picture of my granddaddy on a wall and knowing my granddaddy hated whites, Mexicans, Indians, and know he killed, raped, and savaged people and call him a great man. Because you're a soulless people. I don't sit around and say, well, you know, I got to look at the good my granddaddy did. Back then, he didn't know, but why he didn't know? But he made choices. Made choices. They ain't going to sit around and look at these black rappers and talking about why we going to put these people up as criminals and going to make them role model. Same reason you do it. Isn't that right? Illicit, Grant, everybody else, you got all of them from the north, all of them wasn't but some doing criminals. rapers and whoremongers. Christopher Columbus, they set them up and try to make our kids become great sellers and explorers. Those people were kicked out of their country. They were rapers and murderers, and now they sit around having to celebrate, and they mad about somebody trying to celebrate Tupac, which I don't care about either one of them. 6 in one hand, 8, subtract 2 in the other one. It's the same male. I care less about it. Where you think we get it from? How many times they run us down? Why y'all don't sit around and try to get your kids to stop listening to this garbage rap and stop role modeling all these rappers? Why don't you get your kids and tell them the truth about George Washington, Thomas Jefferson? Tell you the truth about Benjamin Franklin. That's amazing, isn't it? They hang nails up, then they get mad about the rappers. Where we get it from? Oh, you don't think about that, do you? See, nobody could. I'm not justifying. I said get all of them down. And the black people got Tupac talking about one in heaven got a ghetto, put a foot in your behind. No big and small, big clothes up. With old garbage of Leo. Turn that junk upside down. All of them going straight to hell. But where do we get it from? You don't think about that, do you? We fight hard to try to get our kids away from rap, don't we? I'm talking about here at this synagogue. We tell them, don't role model these people. Don't look at these people. Look at the people who they give to their kids. They ain't going to tell them the truth about them. Tell the real truth about their lies and their hypocrisy. Tell them about all their stolen invention they got. All they going to stick and worry about Tupac. Tupac just like the rest of them. Learn their language, study their laws and everything else, then he came back to bite them. Listen to the book.
So Yisrael rebelled against the house of David unto this day.
Listen.
And it came to pass, when all Yisrael heard that Jeroboam was come again,
what happened, son?
that they sent and called him unto the congregation.
Yeah.
And made him king.
Y'all hear what happened? And the book clearly told us about our law. We weren't supposed to make nobody king except whom the Lord chose.
Amen.
That's why Israel, they wind up sinning and they rebelled against the house of David. See, we need to know that because we need to know where our transgression is so we can come back and we can repair the house. That's the problem now. We need to repair the house. The house is being torn down. And the problem is we sit here and we're dabbing the wall with untempered mortar. We're so afraid to tell our children the truth because we're afraid of this nation. What they going to do that they hadn't already done? They taking our dignity and our self-respect. They taking our homes in fake foreclosure and they never even hold the notes or the title on them. They done repossessed our cars. They done took everything from our knowledge, from our language. What else can they take from us? Y'all don't like to deal with that, do you? They try to sound like a supremacist. Anybody say that? But they're definitely a supremacist. Somebody try to go around and murder and kill other races. So by definition, that's what I got to call you. You leave here and go to other countries and kill and destroy other people for injustices, but you won't fix your own injustices right here. Truth just being told to them. It's bad when you can show the kind of stuff we see and it's shown on videotape. We say, now. I sit here and watch a videotape. He Caucasian just beat the brakes off you and he Caucasian beat the brake. I see it from start with, let's let this system work. Ain't no system got to work. We got a video showing from beginning to what happened. Let's just go ahead and kick y'all behind. When you go to the other country, why don't you let the system work first? Let the system work before you go drop a bomb and kill our other innocent people. Where the system at then? They said we got the greatest system. Why you don't use it in the other places? You know, and to a point, we've been programmed so long to hate people because first of all, we've been taught to hate ourselves. So it's easy to accept enemy on anybody else. They don't hate their own that quick. They just teach us to hate ourselves. We unforgiving to one another. Somebody black do something to me, I'm taking it to the grave. Somebody that do something to me, we've been taught even by their doctrine how they took in the Bible and made illusion. We taught to forgive our oppressor. But we can't forgive nobody of our own race do nothing to. People watch us. Something wrong with the people with that type of mentality. We'll never forgive one another. We ain't going to never let nothing go. As soon as I say something about the issue or what's going on here in America, man, that nigga need to get over that stuff. Come on, tell what I need to say. Man, nigga, let it go, man. Been too long ago, man. We got to get past it. We can't get past it when we sit in the powder cage still exploding. Come on, folks. There's got to be a cure in order for me to get healed. Only cure for the so-called Negro, the white man, the Asian, the Mexican, and everybody else is this word we teach. Isn't that right? And the problem is nobody wants to learn our history. See, let me tell you what we won't do. We the water cooler talking niggas. We the talking niggas behind somewhere, off somewhere. We won't stand up flat foot and say, if it's right, why I got to wait to say it when it's all black? I respect the Klan. They just gonna say it out. Uncover. Show your face. Show your face. Pull it on, Clayton Bigsby. Let us see your face and say what you're going to say. What I'm going to do to you? You got all the law, statute, and gun. You make the bullet. What I'm going to do to you? Because you don't believe your own teacher. You don't believe your own teacher. I ain't walking around with no covered up my face or trying to black it out and put in some underground videos. Put it where it go. Put it on TV. Put it on the internet. I ain't saying that wrong. I'm telling folk the truth. The only way to fix a problem with the nation is to address the problem. I tell the husband, why you got a problem, you don't address it, you ain't gonna never fix it. Let's just leave it alone, leave it alone. Keep sweeping junk on the road. At the world gonna be on top of the roof. All I'm saying, they get the junk out of here and they put the rug back on the floor. We ain't gonna never get nowhere, and our kids ain't gonna never succeed if we don't tell them the truth. Listen to the book.
And made him king.
And made him king.
Over all Israel.
Over all Israel. Come on, son.
There was none that followed the house of David.
None that followed the house. Look at now. I come along telling folk about the house of David, and Israel won't even follow me. Listen.
But the tribe of Judah only.
But the tribe of Yehuda only. That's the difference between us and the rest of our brothers and sisters. We come back to follow David. Amen. David didn't turn from nothing that the Lord commanded him, save in one mouth. That was Uriah the Hittite. David loved God. David was a man after God's own heart. That's the mindset we got to have today. We so worried trying to be the employee of the month with these hypocrites. Trying to get some old foolish raffle on the job. You know what kind of service? They ain't got time to be raffling nothing. That's how you got me over here, raffles. Hired money, get the nigga. Sick of this fool. Now we coming on the same programming mess. Sell up from department to department. Auction block you. I work for the same company. I go to this department. Why I got to fill out more paperwork? You know me. Auction block had never left us. Listen to the book.
And when Rehoboam was come to Jerusalem, he assembled all the house of Judah with the tribe of Benjamin, and 180,000 chosen men.
100 and what?
80,000 chosen men.
Come on, son.
Which were warriors, to fight against the house of Israel.
Come on.
And to bring the kingdom again into Rehoboam, the son of Solomon.
Come on.
But the word of God came unto Shemaiah, the man of God.
And what did he tell him?
Saying, Speak unto Rehoboam, the son of Solomon, king of Judah, and unto all the house of Judah and Benjamin.
What you want me to tell him?
And to the remnant of the people.
Yeah.
Saying, Thus saith the Lord.
Do what?
Ye shall not go up.
Come on.
Nor fight against your brethren, the children of Israel.
Y'all know what? They think I'm fighting them. I'm not fighting them. I'm just trying to come along and take the burden off their back. That's what we'll do. We'll sit around, we'll fight and kill one another. But the Lord came and told her, so you ain't going to go up and fight against your brother. Told her, don't do it. Come back down. Don't do that. That's what they try to do now. They want to see a war and fight against one another. Huh? Let me tell y'all one to see y'all don't pay attention to. What they do with their pro and tail and stuff they use, CIA and everybody, propaganda. You get rumors started. You get stuff started where you get people to start to get divided. That's how we got Egypt torn up now. Egypt didn't have no problem. We started putting propaganda on the ground. Libya, none of these people had problems. We started propaganda. We started rumor, get people talking. People started talking. Enough people started talking. Eventually, people started picking it. Eventually, the police come out and then somebody get pushed or something get thrown. Before you know it, it get a big world mess. Then they come in and they the peacekeepers. You know what we need to do right here? It's going to be best you just step down, Darryl. There's too much problem out here. Look at your people. I mean, you done lost your country. And we come in and look like we the solution man. We're going to help you get out and we're going to take you out and take you somewhere else. Just overthrew the country. Same thing they do to us. Try to tell you, your teaching going to get a lot of people hurt. I'm not getting nobody hurt. We already been hurt. We're trying to come along. We're trying to rebuild again. And the rebuilding is establish our character. The only way we're going to do it, we got to tell ourselves the truth. Stop this water cool. People respect you when you'll stand on what you believe. You got to learn how to stand. Why we always got to duck tail and get up? We have nothing of our own. Everything we got to work and beg them. So, of course, we can't never say what we need to say. Everything we got to go and beg them for it. There's still that same Negro shanty mentality from slavery. Nobody did their country more good than we have. Everybody pulled their track record up in America. Get me the Mexican track record. Get me the Italian track record. Get me the Negro track record. Get me every nationality got track record and see who did the most in that play. Show me which one brought the cotton gin here. Show me which one brought blood plasma and who brought open heart surgery. Show me who brought longevity to the red light. Show me the first man that sat over the presidential Congress of this country. Show him to me. Got nobody. Everybody got stole and took what we got. Coca-Cola, black man sat here and made it at a pharmacy trying to help his customers out. Blacks work at Coca-Cola, ain't got enough sense to know that. Bigger consumer of the Coca-Cola, the Negro, he ain't got enough sense to know a black pharmacy is the one that invented the Coca-Cola. We put cocaine in it. No, you sick and need a little cane in you. They came and stole it, bought it from us, took it and ran out with it. Now we got nothing. What we got? Couple of little jobs over there, and then they let most of us go. Everybody done came through, done use it. What our kids got? What black you got to look to? What black companies? There ain't nothing. Now, how many other blacks y'all got talk like I talk? They tell you about any of them in your history book. Couple of dumb boxers, Muhammad Ali. You see what they did to him? They dribbled him down. They put that in Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali, everybody on boxing got hit in the head more than he did. You couldn't even hardly touch Muhammad Ali. So all of a sudden now, they act like one fight with George Foreman and Larry Holmes done messed their mind up. Folk been beat to death in the ring. They had to stop. They ain't like his mouth. He spoke out against one of their great war. Anytime you talk against their war machine, you're a problem with these people. They don't want to hear nobody talking about bringing them boys and girls home and set them back in and let them fix their marriages. The average on when they go, they wind up leave their wife, wind up losing their wife and husband over there. Our women sitting there tricking, selling their body, white and black. They still our women. Sitting there selling your done body for some dollar bill. Get an ugly woman, get her reduced down to rubber, and that's your prostituting her body. All they do, they put them in there, make them women whores. Nobody gonna tell them that, try to give them the promise that they gonna do something. All they do is make a fool out of you. Get them men and women out, white and black, get them on there and get them shot and messed up. Then you gotta come back and argue about getting $60 more a month. Could have made that stay in him. I tell them, man, I don't need, man, take your gun, you fight your own war. What they do, like they said, bad, I can end all that junk. Take the president, he said, bad man hit my hand. I haul off and bust one in the jaw. Yo! Say he hit you, man. He hit you. That's how we let him in it. Everybody else can stay home. Got us sitting here hating on people. Everybody in them other countries doing the same thing we do, trying to survive. Got people ain't living off $3 a day. Doing triple the labor we doing on here. You think they got time to try to fight and kill somebody? Most of they feel worried about us trying to dominate. Nobody want these faggoty marriages over there. Modern day family. Couple of fags and bull daggers. Need to call it what it is. That's a disgrace and a shame. No man got no business raising their boy to be no sister. Take my son no more to give him no pocketbook. Get him a dress. Nigga, you crazy. Every race gone crazy. Sitting around trying to pacify bad behavior. When are we going to wake up and acknowledge the truth? That done floating in money. I ain't never heard so many black. Uncle tell them just curious growing up. What do you remember growing up? Black men just said, it don't bother me other men gay. Let them do their thing. Man, a sis had to run for her life. Sister had to hide we were coming live. Now a straight man got to run. Black man sitting around here now to hear that car, be want to bust him in the jaw. They ain't worried about no sister. I'm worried about them. I'm still thinking about Sodom and Gomorrah. I don't think it burned long enough. I'm thinking some more of them got out beside Lot. Whole nation going away backward. You come along here, they claim they came for religious freedom, and now they come along, and now we don't have no freedom. Atheists got freedom. How atheists got right? And you came here claiming you were God-fearing. All of a sudden, they mom and daddy came here, small people, and multiplied. Now, it could have been my dad and my daddy. Could have been my mom and my mama. And you know, anyway, science tell, ain't nowhere in the world no two men, no two women going to recreate. That's just stupidity. And we're going to teach it to our children. There ain't no equality. That's just stupidity. They going to let us teach that. Let us teach the rest of it. Let us teach you got to steal. Ain't nothing wrong with a thief and a liar and a child molester. What's the difference? Anytime a person homosexual, you ain't got no self-restraint. You'll do anything. Look a garbage can clean. Putting them in pay, you ain't got no self-control. The Bible said when they knew God, they glorified him. Not that God, you became vain in your imagination. Sitting there dreaming, man, dream about another man's slong. You sick. Woman sick. Need to tell the nation. I don't care what you used to. I'm talking about what you need to do when you hear God's word. Everybody got to repent.
Amen.
Somebody stand on and teach these men how to treat their wives. Women now, I'll be honest with y'all. Y'all in trouble. That fella wants you and your brother. Or your daddy. Ain't no real men. Ain't hard now. Y'all gonna have to get some. I'm about to make them. Y'all hear me? I'm about to do like the book said, God, I'm about to build a man. God built the man. And there in the Bible said God made by definitely God built the man. I'm going to build some men for you. I'm going to build some women for y'all. You ain't going to get none out of him. They ain't coming, but you going to have strapped on the deal, though, more than what you got me and took you out. Y'all better let me build some women and men. I'm just telling the truth, these kids ain't got no hope. Look how many folk done gone and crossed over from our generation. Hard men, they done went soft on them. Y'all better let me build y'all some men and when y'all come and say, Pastor, build me a man. You know what I do? I build a man. I build you one. I build a woman for you. Isn't that right? Get you what you need. Try to set up and put these homes back together. Man say he ain't got no credibility, don't care about it, ready to run off and leave your family because you're a sorry nigga. And nigga is not a color, nigga's a behavior. Call you the lowest thing they got in the dictionary for being so stupid. A man ought to take care of you. You got no business putting your hand on your wife. Except but to hug and love her. Tell these southern you ain't got no business standing about putting their hand on you. Why you think they got butcher knives? Make him leak. He'll be all right. Next time he drink water, be scheming from everywhere out of their body. I'm not trying to go ahead and trying to, what you call that? What you call it? I ain't condoning, but I'm just saying stuff happens. Isn't that right? Just a disgrace and a shame. You know why a lot of men don't like my teaching? Some women will come, a lot of these guys don't come. They don't like being told about their behavior. A lot of men fearful. A lot, especially a black man, he fearful. He afraid of taking a position. He afraid to stand up and being a provider and really get out and doing it. All he try to use excuse is failure. That's a disgrace and a shame. I tell him, my brother, with one of my brother would come and talk to me about, I'll knock your teeth out your mouth and put some more in your damn mouth and knock them out too. Well, you know how to read and write. You can do some math and work on a computer. Ain't no man got no excuse. I know this system ain't no good. I don't buy no excuse off a black man. Don't tell me what you can't. Shut your mouth and you get up and you do something. Especially when you got a family. You're going to do what it takes to provide for your family. Go home and beat my wife up because I got knocked down out there. I just got to come back harder. And then why you want a man every time he leave, you come home, he mad at you? What I do, nigga? I'm here with your kid, take care of the house. Why you coming home fighting me? Because you know why he'll do that? Because he's afraid of that white man. He know what Master Mo gonna do. Nigga, you flinch, nigga? Put that whip on his back. He ain't crazy. Oh, that started from slave. He know he couldn't say nothing to him. Hot, got it behind, whooped out there. Go home, beat his wife up. Tell you want to prove you a bad man. Go out there and fight them. Go out there and fight the system and bring home some money. Ain't that right? Go out there and be a man and be responsible and show your kid what a real man ought to do and how a man ought to talk to his wife. Disgrace and a shame. We sit around here, I'll tell that woman, don't sit around. Ain't nowhere in the world I take that jump. I was a sister, I'd have been gone. Some of the stuff y'all take, y'all got to be retarded. We know why nobody don't want me. My wife got me one time. Let me tell you what ain't going to happen. I pop my house, my wife on the computer watching some porn. That means my slung ain't good and I'm gone. I'm just better with y'all. I ain't got time to say, let's go to pastor and talk about your what? Condition, infection. Your infection with these little keys on this computer and you got slung vagina at home, but you got to go get off the computer. Man, ain't got time for that fool. Coming and got mayonnaise out on the computer. I ain't got time for that. I'm gone. I don't even know what that means. Y'all sit around and go for some junk, don't even make no darn sense. Man got a wife, and a woman got her. Why in the world you need some porn? Go to the darn porn shop, get rid of that junk. Some stuff, man, I'm telling you, let me tell you something. Let me tell you, do you believe I love you? Smitty, you believe I love you? Man, let me tell you something. Call me and see, I'll show you. Your behind be gone. Listen to what I ain't finna do. I ain't got time you putting your hands on me. I'm not finna beg you to be nowhere. I ain't finna lock no darn door. I ain't finna smell no drawers. I ain't finna go through no cell phone. I'm not finna go through your book. Who that nigga? What he was talking to you so? Talking about for 2 seconds? Yeah, the way he was talking for 2 seconds. Why y'all wait? Some stuff. There's some people watching me in this room and on this camera. This buzz for you. I'm going to tell you what you got to do. First of all, y'all need to learn how to respect yourself. Respecting myself allowed me to realize something. Yes, morally, physically, I would be hurt if I had to separate and let my wife go. We had to depart. But one thing I'm going to keep my integrity. I'm going to keep my integrity. I tell my wife, you sit around and let me beat on her, she need her head busted. And I bet you need your eye. If I black one eye, I should have blacked both of them. If you that done stupid, you ain't got no sense to realize this love ain't got no business hurting like that. It ain't set up to be like that. A man and woman know how to conduct themselves. And the sad part that these churches today, they got enough time to take up your money. They got enough time to tell you how to put your home together. Woman sat around there, especially black woman, you'll sit around, you'll take any done thing. Sit there and watch you being made a fool of. Then go talk to pastor. See, I ain't got to talk to pastor. No, I need to get out of here. Done knock my done head off my shoulder and I got it under my arm to my. Let's call pastor and see if he want the thing talking under him. Let's call and see if pastor got. What I'm going to say? What I'm going to say? Man, cut that foolishness off, man. Tell somebody you sit down both a man and woman hear that gospel. This thing will put a home together. I tell you, why some of these sorry men over here, because they don't want to get challenged on being a man. Let me tell you what helps out. I lack a lot of education. My verbiage is really bad. Probably one of the dumbest people you ever get in front of a computer or writing with a pen and paper, but don't make no excuse for providing for my family. See, if I had all them degrees, but you know how the Lord knew? If I had them degrees, what they going to say? What cause he going to talk? Look at them degrees he got. Look at him. If I knew how to talk like that, I'd be saying that. No excuse. Been locked up 7 times. I don't know when I said, man, it wasn't me being locked up. Remember I told y'all that? I could be somebody. I was just a nigga now. No, that stuff ain't nothing but excuse. I've been there. When a man don't want to do nothing, he going to blame everybody else other than his doing self. Hey, you got to work around it. That's just part of what they get. I'm not going to trade my skin in. Not yet. Let me say it today. I don't know what tomorrow going to hold. Because pinstripe come out and that thing busted and you getting jaws started about 150 at least, I'm going pinstripe. So I won't be no hypocrite. But as today, I'm not trading no skin in order to try to be in no system. Y'all hear me? I'm just being flat with you now. Let me tell you something. Make no sense. Y'all sisters, y'all are part of the problem. Y'all women in general, watching me and sitting in the room are the reason why a lot of these men don't do no doing better. You sat there and say you don't do no better, well, you don't want nothing. Ain't no wrestling here. I'll figure for that nigga to death. He get in here and be locked down. Ain't nothing here, baby boy. Catch your clothes. Shoot, he'll be shopping. He'll be eating somewhere else. I got to go. Bottom line, let me tell you something. You set a standard for yourself. Let a man know how to talk to you and what to do. A lot of that stuff you ain't got no business having. You start that stuff. Once they start slapping, beating, I used to beat women. So all that stuff don't impress me. All that beating on women stuff. Yes, some of them will hit a man. I'd knock a nigga out just like I would hit a woman. Don't make it right. Just retarded. Okay? It's retarded. They'll tell you anything when they hit on your behind. It'll be a little break between them. They come right back to going upside your head because that's what they know. That's what you take. Why anything going to change? You know what I learned with all that? I got away from women with that mentality. I found myself in a cycle. Break up, didn't get another one hit up, get another one hit up, and couldn't see myself and realize you got to break the cycle of the type of people you deal with. I can help y'all out. Something wrong with the woman and the man you sit here. Something wrong with the man when he beat on the woman. Something wrong with the woman, she let a man beat on her. Man, respect yourself. That know one time. That's all, baby boy. I'll show you, but I tell you. And you're going to get juked up. Look like he been in prison. So ain't that her? No, put your hands up. Of course, this is all hypothetical on the juking. I don't condone juking, but I just say stuff happen. I'm just being honest with you. What you made her? Let me tell you what I used to feel. Oh, well, what if she do something? Now I learn. If somebody don't want to be with you, somebody want to do, you can't make them. I can't make you do nothing you don't want to do. If I got to make it, I don't want it. I'm going to say, I ain't finna pay you every time we have no sex. That's prostitution. That's a husband. You don't want to be with somebody else. My wife back there laughing. That's right. That's it. I ain't going to pay you no every time. I meant that. Every now they get a cuss. You got hit, you got hit. Ain't that right? Some of y'all women bad for shaking guy down to my, hey, baby, you got to pay now. Quit shaking up men down. Ain't that right? Get paid on the 25th, be done there broke by January 1st. I don't know what they have to do with nothing, but anyway. Just being honest with it. Y'all, listen, you with somebody, not to treat folk. You know how to go over this stuff and tell y'all something, because it's something about you. Don't blame the other person when you allow it to happen. Just being honest with it. Don't go blame, don't tell me, what's wrong with my husband? What's wrong with my wife? No, what's wrong with you? You allow it to happen. Why don't think more about myself? I'm telling you something. I lost I lost self-respect for myself, and I looked at how I was beating on the women. Someone, oh, just stay together. We just stay together. I looked at, I'm going to stay here and beat the brakes all off you. You don't even respect yourself. You ain't going to try to live right and get saved. You don't respect. I couldn't see myself sitting there. Respect yourself and get saved. Sometimes you can do so much damage you just can't fix something. It's just better to say, I can't do it. I'm just going and serve the Lord and get it right, and you stay out here. I'm going to wind up, you don't wind up pulling me out. I'm going to be yoking your behind back out. Because when a person ain't trying to do right, they'll pull your behind right back out there with them. What they going to do? You know how we do it. I ain't going to let you do better than me. You come from where I come from. How you made it, I don't make it. So I'm going to pull you down with me. You got to start respecting your doing self. Let me tell these preachers, they make a fool out of you and tell you just pray. You can do all the praying you want. If you don't make no provision to change it, nothing going to happen. I ain't going to go home and pray, put it all in no hands on the Lord. I'm going to pray and give it to the Lord based upon the knowledge I know what I need to do. The Lord be with me while I be with him. But if I reject God, he'll also reject me. I said, quit sitting around being stupid. Some of y'all said, sit around here being treated like no doing baby. Use your brain. You're a woman, act like a doing woman, be responsible. He talking to me like I'm a child. How you act? Like a child? Well, it's all making sense. It's all making sense. Your logic, your reality, your reason, your rationale come out to be like a child. What you think you get taught, get treated like? Something wrong with a man when he want a child. I married me a woman. I got me a full grown woman. I ain't want no child. I ain't never been in no, I had friends, we grown, I ain't never been no teenager, I was grown. I just didn't see the need. I always wanted a woman. I was like, Adam, Lord, sleep came when I woke up, I want a woman. I ain't want no little girl, I ain't want no girl wake up playing with no doll, ain't so done, got no baby died away on the floor. I ain't need that fool. That's just me. Everybody different. I ain't want no child. I always want no, I'm just, man, I tell you, get you a woman. You don't get no child, man. All you gonna have is a whole lot of mess. Something be wrong with your mind. I ain't never want nobody. Some stuff, y'all, I don't even want to be, but I just can't see it. Are y'all following me tonight? Why is it that people think so less about themselves? You've been programmed by this system right here to think everybody got problems. You're exactly right. Everybody got problems. Some problems you ain't got no business having. Ain't that right? Some problems you're trying to make somebody stay with you, trying to convince somebody to stay with you. That's just retarded. People make choices. You going out there and wallow in the mud. If the Lord pre-adventure, he give you repent to come back. It's my goal when you leave out there not to take you back now. You go out there and funkify your life up. I'm looking not to take it back in here because you ain't going to have me with no full-blown AIDS. Y'all hear me? If you all that with a computer, what you doing in public? Man, I ain't never seen so much computer freaks in my done life. I wouldn't waste my time. Porn just be popping. Ain't no porn never popped up on me. I don't be going no porn. I ain't typing no porn in mine. Everything you type, them folks got to hear you do all that, the least you want. This government watching you. One thing they going to be looking at me talking about, Smith for free. Not me. I ain't in that stuff. I want me a woman. Y'all hear me? I ain't going to buy it. I had this doctor, I'm talking about going to buy that $8,000 dog. Like, man, so you can get you a lot of crack here and save you about $10, $20, but everybody different. Man, I don't know what these folks do. Some of y'all just too darn freaky deaky. All that computer stuff, the Lord made a man and a woman. These kids need to learn it. All this old darn freaky junk these folks got, he made a man and a woman. That's it. No two women bumping up against it. Y'all know what lugs is? What is it? Until graduation. You ain't no doing lug, not around here. Remember I take some of the lug nuts out of that car and beat y'all across your head. I get it out you. Teach these folk the truth. That's it, love. Lesbian unto graduation. That's what it is. They've been doing it. Y'all know what a lot of that stuff started at? Some little white university. Now y'all done flopped off over there and started in the hold the door and messed your darn self up now. Set your little behind down, get all freaky deaky. Most of this stuff we learn that y'all know good and done well. We put it from the other nation. Everything we see the world do, we go pull and we take it in. Same stuff we drag in our worship. Everything we see them doing, $100 line. You know you ain't starting no black church. How many of y'all got $100? I'll rest my case. How many of y'all got $1,000? Everybody got $1,000. Come on, line up over here. I'm going to get about 2, 3 of y'all. How many of y'all for the $10,000 line tonight? No good and done well stuff ain't starting no black church. Oh, we going to have $1 line, 50-cent line. Pay you the line where it pay when I get my paycheck next week line. That's where everybody black gonna be at. Tell the truth, man. We're in bad shape. Whole nation in bad shape. Because nobody going to address real issues. Y'all will sit in my face and know your junk shabby and still stay in it. Man, Lord got to be with you. You stand for what's right. Woman up, man, it's just you lack faith and confidence in the Most High God. You don't do what he tell you to do. I got confidence. I had fear. Let me tell you what I did. I realized something. The reason why I talk the way I talk. Years ago, I realized the women that I stayed with and I dealt with, I wound up shacking up probably about 4 times before I ever got married. Never with my wife. We never shack up. We had some fun, though, but anyway. I wound up looking at I was kind of trapped with the people that I dealt with because what had happened, I had never been an honest person, like having electric bill or gas bill or anything in my name. So I had never really done anything in my name. I was a drug dealer. So I realized you can't I had my business, I put them in their name. So I did everything on their name. And I wound up finding myself later, I was kind of trapped. I was to a situation where you really couldn't leave because I couldn't ever use my name, and I had been using their name, and they knew I was trapped, and I was trapped. It wasn't what I want, but I wound up looking at what was convenient. This to help some of y'all out right here. It had to get to a point I had to break that. It had to get to a point I had to get the fear over what were people going to say. Because I wasn't a drug dealer. I didn't drive nice cars anymore. I didn't let a lot of stuff go to things I had or what people going to say about the type of women I dated, who I lived with, or whatever they said. You had to get over that stuff and start realizing it had to be about me. At the end of the day, it had to be about me. My biggest fear was what was I going to do? I couldn't use nobody else's name. I had been accustomed to everybody doing stuff. I could let them do stuff. I put bank account in their name. They had to go make deposit. I wasn't going to no bank because being a driver, like, cameras in there. They don't need my picture on there with no camera. Anybody got locked up, all my friends know I ain't coming, don't call me. Because they tap phone, anybody call, they going to trace them call. You not calling me, you go to jail. I'm not coming to put my license to show them coming to see nobody in jail for no drug. Not happening. So I just had strict, rigorous routine that I just wasn't doing. Because of the type of life I lived, and I had to realize I had to live under a shadow, and I had to live under a hidden kind of curtain. A lot of y'all do the same thing. You're afraid to ever jump out on your own and do something. You can do something so long, after a while, you just lose comfortability in yourself, or even confidence in yourself to do anything. This to help somebody here tonight. You'll be doing stuff and don't realize you live under the shadow. You're getting ready to go. You want to leave. I want to do. But what was I going to do at the end of the day? Everything I own had to be in somebody else's name. I had to do business under. In a sense, I was trapped. Although I was the abuser, I was trapped. What was going to happen if they take off? What was going to happen if they say, I tell you what, they're going to keep your stuff. I was trapped. It get to a point you got to untrap yourself and realize, you got to be a man. You got to get confident and realize you got to establish yourself. Don't ever get, and I realized I had my life kind of under subjection and hemmed up under other people, stuck in situations that I put myself in. Instead of looking at the day I left and started establishing myself, I realized something. I could have done this a long time ago. A lot of y'all sitting in trap situations, you could have done this a long time ago. Y'all think when I come at y'all, say stuff because I don't understand, I'm insensitive, he don't consider. That's the kind of way you think. I'm trying to tell you the truth when it comes down to you doing the right thing. And the average person the fear that you have is the fear of yourself. You lack confidence in yourself. If you lack confidence in yourself, you're afraid to do stuff. Because you've been with people, you deal with people that keep you in a situation, make you feel like you're inferior to everybody else and you're inferior to them. You got to start having confidence in yourself to know what you can do. You don't never know what you can do till you get started. The time you waste not doing something, you always going to be trapped with. I wonder if I could have did it. I think I could have did it. I don't know. I'd have liked to know if you're afraid of yourself. You have no confidence. And people will rape you. Listen, most abusers, that's what you do. You wind up getting people confident and you get people not to believe and trust in themselves. You get them to think less of themselves. That's part of the protocol of trapping people. You can get a pretty woman, reduce her down, make her think she's the ugly thing. She look in the mirror, she's the ugly thing she ever seen. Other people try to tell her, but she don't believe it because it worked. You keep telling a person something long enough, you keep beating the person down long enough, they'll accept that quicker than building them up. That's being truthful. You got to start thinking for yourself, folks. You got to start using your head. Don't ever let nobody trap you. I don't care if you're in a marriage. It's good to be with somebody and you take care and you got things, but one thing you don't ever do, don't let things make you hold to something that you ain't comfortable and you don't want to be in. I'm where I want to be. I don't never have to stop my car before I put it in my driveway and say, you know what? I really don't want to go here. I wish to God I had somewhere else to go. I really hate this situation I got myself into. I don't do that. When I come out my street, I'm rolling. I keep the same speed going to my driveway. Y'all hear me? I don't get there and park my car and sit there and say, Lord, give me strength before I go here. And he keep me because it's taking everything I got because I want to leave and I don't want to be here. And I'm trapped. At some point, you got to lose yourself. At some point, you got to start to believe in yourself. For whatever reason it is, this to help somebody in this room and other than this camera. The Lord don't tell me this or have me say it for nothing. Everybody can't deal with my hard speech, but it's the truth. It's the truth. Don't ever feel trapped with nobody. Y'all hear me? Always respect yourself to come down to the end of the day. I got to respect myself. Y'all hear me? I got confidence in me. Don't mean I ain't using my wife to do nothing for me, whatever. Listen, I can do it myself if it come down to it. Y'all hear me? Don't let people get you beholden to them like they call people are trapped. That's just people, just human nature. Everybody want to feel. That's what your credit cards do. Everybody got you beholden to them. Everybody keep you with something. That's just society. And people do the same thing to you. You ain't never had to be beholden to nobody. First be beholden to the Most High God. Other than him, everybody else, you get what you get. Y'all hear me? I'm going to give my best because that's who I am. I learn me. I love me. I'm comfortable with me. When you get that confident, you ain't got to worry about trying to appease everybody. I come on, people tell you all the time, you get the average person that say, I like it, Tom Smith, but he'll do this if I do this. You hate yourself because Tom Smith ain't changing for you. I wasn't made for you. I ain't got no problem with Tony Smith. Y'all hear me? What the word said, Tony Smith can shape, shift, change, and do it. What you like, I ain't going to do it. I'll never be my own self if I did what everybody else want me to do. And you got to get enough in yourself to start believing yourself and do what it takes to make the best for yourself. Don't sit around and get trapped with people. A lot of people sitting around trapped. Ever sit in there and make no mess out. Only debt you owe it to the Most High God. Y'all hear me? Don't ever be afraid to get out here and make it and succeed. Listen to everybody else's story. They made me, the lifestyle and pattern I took on before I ever got to this point was the one I got from everybody else. Nigga ain't gonna never be able to do nothing. What a nigga gonna do? We gotta sell dope. So I programmed and bought into the propaganda. That's how most of us get trapped. A rapper trapping. Rappers trappers, our friends trappers, education trappers, our social group trappers, our marriages trappers, girlfriends and boyfriends trappers. Jobs will trap you. Untrap yourself. Untrap yourself. You know what I'm going to tell you? And stay thirsty, my friend. Y'all hear me? Stay thirsty. Ain't that right? There's going to be a fountain open to the house of Jacob. House of David. Y'all hear me? There's going to be a fountain. Whatever you do, stay thirsty. Ain't that right? Lord going to bless her. If we stand on this word and we do what we're supposed to do, Lord going to bless her. A lot of y'all under the feel of your path, that's going to hinder you too. That's going to hinder you. A lot of stuff y'all do you don't consider, man. There's a lot of things society and people hold on you to trap you and make you beholden in them. And you can't ever be yourself. I've been in those traps. I was a little friend. I was a little cousin when I was a little kid. My cousin used to trap. I had an aunt. She would only whoop you. If she found out something you did the day after, she wouldn't whoop you. So if you did something that day, your behind get whooped. So what we had to do, I had to buy my cousin. They make you their slave for a day. You had to do everything. They said, I'm going to go tell you, come here. You had to wait for the sun to go down that day before you can let it go. You go in there and you tell it the next day, your behind get whooped. Because she'll say you should have told her that day of when it happened. So you had to say here, I had to be beholden. I just look at how many traps in life. Her philosophy was if you did something, she won't know about it that day. If somebody come tell her about it that day, she going to whoop their behind because they should have told her when you done it. So my cousin would trap me, and you want to have to give up your money. You want to have to do whatever they told you to do. They wanted something, you got to go get it. Or they just say, you ain't going to do it. I'm going to go tell them. That'll be it. So I'm running, busting my behind. Them ugly niggas, I should have just let it win. Ugly, they were still ugly, grown and ugly. They were ugly children. That probably ain't never got better. Ain't no princess can kiss them niggas and make them look no better. But anyway, I don't know what they got to do with nothing. But the point of the matter is, they were ugly. Now, but I'm just saying how people will trap you. People will make you beholden to them. And our first commitment had to be to the Most High God. The average of y'all trapped. Average of you trapped. I can see it on your face. You're trapped. You can't serve him in full assurance of the word. Because somebody got something on you. Somebody got something or yours they'll take. Or they ain't going to let you have. Or they going to get, if you do, I'm going to get you for it. Too many traps. You know what? And we trapped ourselves. And that's a trick of the enemy to keep us from serving God. If you're going to serve God, you got to be free. I'm serious. It's just better. It's just better to have nothing than to sit around and be trapped. I'm just betting. There's a lot of people with stuff trapped. You know what we tend to do? We tend to try to emulate we tend to envy other people we see with stuff. A lot of people got stuff, but they trapped. There's a lot of women with some ugly fellas. You say, man, why she with that ugly dude, man? You know, just, well, by different. Translate ugly dude, brother. Ugly nigga, anyway. Because he got some stuff, she's got accustomed to it, and she don't want to lose that status. She don't want to lose that house. She don't want to lose that car. She don't want to lose that lifestyle. She don't want to go through the drama because she's been through it so long. She just hate to make changes. See, people will trap you like, I did that. You get comfortable with people, you just don't want to make changes. It's better to be in something that's no good than to start over and have nothing. See, that's propaganda. When you got this going on, it's going to keep you from serving the Most High God. And I ain't trapped to nobody tonight. That's just, even my wife, I ain't trapped. I don't want to be there. I just tell her, I appreciate you, but I don't want to be there. At the end of the day, I owe me. Once she hinder, hold back, same thing I tell her, I hinder, hold back from serving him, you ain't going to do no good. Because now your whole thing going to be trying to keep me satisfied. Trying to worry about when I'm going to leave, when I'm going to take your stuff. You can't live like that. You're not in serving God. You can do it. You're just an idiot. Any of y'all doing it for just an idiot. Don't make sense. I can't serve God. What you think going to be play more in my mind, him or you? And what you going to do? Where you going to be when I come back? What you going to take? It better I be by myself. At the end of the day, that's what, and you might say, why he left the message to come here? Because this is the message right here. The first thing you got to do, you got to free yourself. That was the purpose when he came and got us out of Egypt. You had to be free. See, we learned something. Even as the so-called Negroes in America, we learned that the physical abuse of slavery could heal, but the mental damage of slavery is still yet alive. True? Factual. So when he took them out, the first thing he wanted them to know, I'm going to have to change your calendar. Because if it don't, you're going to always think like they do. You're going to keep remembering what days, there are times, and what you're supposed to do. So he realized, I got to change your whole thinking process. I got to change what you do for repentance. I got to change everything. I got to give you a diet. I got to give you a way. I got to give you a calendar. I got to give you times and seasons. Otherwise, you're going to be trapped into these people's world. Let me just show you something. Galatians chapter 4 right quick. I'm getting ready to let y'all go. This is going to help somebody, though. Let me tell you what I do know. Everybody in this room and on the other end of this camera, I cannot help. Young lady just came in and left. Can't help everybody. That about, I ain't mad. I don't want nobody. Don't never start about, where you going? Going where they supposed to go. I can't help everybody. I'm just bottom line. Listen, you think Greater Hospital, let me ask y'all something. Anybody been to Greater Hospital before? For how many of y'all, for some years, over years of time? You think people done died at Greater? You think Greater ought to shut down? There's some people ain't going to make it that come through him. I got to look at the people I can help. I can't help everybody. You know I'm get mad, run something? I'm good. Because I don't lack confidence in what I'm doing. I can help people. People don't want to hear what I'm saying because I address some social ills people don't want to deal with. Just teach me about the word because they like the fantasy of the word. They don't like the living of it. Think about it. Go to heaven. You ain't got to pay no bills. You ain't got to do that. Go to heaven. You're going to run around and poo and pee all over the place. They ain't even worried about it. People don't want to deal with what does it take to get there. Elevation. Elevation means you got to come away from certain things you're doing or address certain issues you got or depart and leave some things. People don't want to deal with that. Just talk about going to heaven. Well, let's just be practical at the end of the day. You're not going. Don't make no sense to have that conversation. Unless. See, that's what people lack. Deal with what's reality. You can go, but you got to be willing to separate. You got to be willing to dismember. Listen, our Bible talk about separating, dismember. If your right hand offended, what do you want to do? If your right eye offended, what do you do? Dismemberment. You got to dismember. When you talking about from family, from things you love, things you've been accustomed, this arm has been with me for my entire life. Now I'm going to just cut it off if it's going to hinder me. Now, if I got to do this with an arm, why am I holding on to a husband or wife and I know hinder me, holding me back? Why am I holding on to a job or a situation that I know keeping me trapped? I got to be willing to separate from this arm, this eye at any time. And I'm sitting around, I'm holding on to somebody that's not that important to me. If anything, you're more of a hindrance to me. You're a part of the reason why I'm stagnated. And at the end of the day, don't be mad with people because people only do what they know. That's what you've done. Let's see what he said right here in Galatians chapter 4 and verse 1. Listen to the book.
Now I say that the heir,
as long
as he is a child,
different,
nothing from a servant.
but is what?
Though he be Lord of all.
Though he be Lord of all.
But is under tutors and governors until the time appointed of the Father.
Guess what we look at? That's what we've been. How long y'all think they said in Israel, in Egypt? To the time appointed. That's what he told Abraham. Said, nor was surely they're going to be a slave in another country until the time of the Gentile be, till the time of the Amorite is fulfilled. Guess what? You've been under rules and government. You've been in bondage and slavery with a whole lot of stuff, secrets that people have on you, or things people have against you, or relationships that you tied into, a job. Just whatever the situation, you've been subject under these things. You've been beholden to these things. Listen.
Even so we, when we were children,
listen what happened to us.
Were in bondage under the elements of the world.
So listen, what I'm saying is come out. That's what we do. That's what we did. That's the information. Everything I did was because of lack of information or rejection of information. Well, now he come along saying, you do that when you're a child. You're not an adult. Chronologically, not spiritually. He said, even so, we did that when we was what now?
When we were children.
So you think you're an adult because of your age? Because you can buy alcohol? Because you got a gun permit? You can buy, whatever it is you can buy cigarette. That don't make you an adult. Because spiritually, that man said, this is the mindset of a child. Listen.
But when the fullness of the time was come,
God
sent forth his son
made
of a woman
made well
under the law.
To do what?
Redeem them that were under the law.
Come on, son.
That we might receive the adoption of sons.
Yeah.
And because ye are sons,
what happened?
God has sent forth the spirit of his son into your hearts, crying, Abba, Father.
Listen.
Wherefore thou art no more a servant,
but what?
A son.
But a son.
And if a son,
a what?
Then an heir of God through Christ.
Listen.
Howbeit then, when ye knew not God.
That's what we're looking at. Howbeit, when ye knew not God.
Ye did service unto them which by nature are no gods.
Yeah.
But now, after that, ye have known God.
Or what?
Rather are known of God.
What happened, son?
How turn ye again to the weak and beggarly elements?
Whereby?
Whereunto ye desire again to be in bondage.
What people we use for this reference? What people?
Earthly.
Who? What's the name of them? Terrestrial. The children of Israel. They didn't know God. When Moses came down and he told us, the God of our father, we asked him, what is his name? He picked us. We was a people of servitude. We were faithful with the Egyptians. I even talk about how Moses was faithful in all his house. A lot of stuff. We were faithful when we served these fictitious false gods. A lot of y'all were better members in the false church than y'all been here. Because you turn again to go back there. That's where your mind stayed. Going back into captivity is easier. A slave doesn't have to worry about what they're going to do. You do what the master's going to tell you to do. A slave don't have to worry about provision. That's what the master take care of. So it's easy, just like we learn a lot of our people do with the prison system. When they come out, what they do. As stupid as it seems to a free person out here that's productive, it's easier. The stress is not on me. The worration, although I'm a slave, everything's controlled, at least somebody takes care of me. Well, that's what he look at. That servitude you did and that fear you gave to these people, they're not God. He want to know, how was it that you did service to them? They're not even gods. But after that you've known God, or he said, rather not, or recognized of God, how is it that you turn again every time Israel wanted to go back when they got to a point they had to work? They were going to go up and possess the land. They had to fight. Ho, I got to do something? Listen, you know this by definition and by chance. If you ain't got nothing in it, how long are you going to try to hold on to it? But when you went in and you warred, look at these people here in America. You think they're going to let somebody just flop over here and tell them they're going to take America from them? They got something in it. Bloodshed. That's what they go back to look at from their flag. How many people die? Old glory. They got something in it. So then you got to look at something. When you got something in it, you're not so quick to depart from it. That's why people can walk in. You ain't got nothing in it. So when he set them up, they look at, I don't want to put nothing in it because I don't really want to get to that point or that point of growth, that point of change. I'd rather stay a sinner. I'd rather stay in captivity. I'd rather stay in bondage to somebody. Doesn't make sense. He said, but after that, rather than you are known of God, how is it that you will turn again to the weak and beggarly elements whereby you desire you in bondage to? This is what you do.
Ye observe days.
You know, they want to ask me every year. Man, I had some of my family ask me by the time I come over there for Thanksgiving and everything. Oh, yeah? Yeah, just tell me I just come over there. They ain't going to be doing the Thanksgiving thing, but just come over there and everything. You know, just do it. Every year we do it. You observe.
Ye observe days.
You know, my Mother Day coming up, and I ain't seen my mom in a while. I thought, not for Mother Day now, but just kind of go up there, you know, just happen to be on that time. What else?
Ye observe days.
And
months.
Valentine's Day, you want to get your wife something. It ain't Valentine, but you know, just do something, though. What else you do?
And times.
Come on.
And years.
And years. What happened?
I am afraid of you.
Les?
I have bestowed upon you labor in vain.
How you think the Lord felt? He looked at the time that I invested in you has all been wasted. Because you've gone right back into the very thing that I separate. That's why I changed your time when I brought you out. So there should be no reason you should go back commemorating these people, slave type mentality stuff they give them. We're talking about slave. We're not talking about a people of color. We're talking about a people of religion. See, there's a slavery for people of religion. Then we come in and now how they implement, well, what we're going to do, we're going to try to have Hanukkah with Christmas. Some junk. We have nothing to go along with it. The reason I had to get that First King, the 12th chapter, was because we had a king that did something similar. He set up a feast in the 8th month like the one we had in the 7th month. This is what we try to do in order to try to fit in so we don't lose people. I ain't giving y'all nothing to fit in with these people. We got to stand, and our laws are diverse from any other nation, any other people, and that got that. We're not trying to go and make nothing like these people to try to fit in with these people. We're supposed to be separated by the word. But y'all so fearful of what you're going to do with your family, you still got that Egypt mentality. Your family is what had you in bondage. The average of us that run the kiss up with our family, the people that kept us in bondage, because you got to do what they want you to do in order to start in their good grade. They got the money in order to get it. Who giving you the money and you don't do what they tell you to do? You got to show up when they tell you to show up. You got to do what they tell you to do if you're going to get it. You got to meet everything they tell you, their mandates and their requirement, which is abundant. He said, how is it that you want to come back and be in bondage again to it? I watch y'all sometimes. I watch some of the stories y'all try to come and try to use to ease in for justification of what y'all want to do. It just show where y'all at. Why y'all don't just take a stand? I found I already know don't call me about it. It ain't happening. Ain't happening. My kids ain't coming. My wife, her mama, here come. What they want to know? You come over there for what? Your kid, what they want to know? For Christmas Eve. She don't get that. Really, they insulted them. They insulted because they look at you be talking to them enough. They know I can throw this in on you. They ain't going to call at me. She said, ask Tony. I got to tell you, said, well, you know, see, as small that might seem, y'all see, let me tell you something. Every one of these people have an agenda. Why you ain't calling at me? I've been the perfect person to ask. Because you'd ask me, you ain't had to worry about asking her nothing. Because anything she going to do, she got to shoot it by me because they already know. Just like when the king of Israel and the king of Judah were going out to fight, who he didn't want to ask? Why? He'll never say nothing good. They know who they ask. I've been trying to tell you. That's sure a sign of, they look at, you'll break. You'll break. You start to show up, start to come. That's how people play it. Listen, people think it be smart. I be like, somebody came to me, something. I know. None of these folks going to ask me. They don't call me. Don't email and talk to me. Wonder why. I be the person. Why fool with you? Fool with me and get it done. Everybody be doing it. Because they already know there's a person that got diverse law from all the rest of their law. I don't keep these people stuff. They already know. You can't tell me nothing. I ain't used to fooling with me. I'm a lost cause. People feel like if I keep drilling, keep hitting, you'll break. I ain't no listen. Let me tell you what. This ain't my first rodeo. They know you keep talking, you keep playing around with them, they know we'll get you. Learn you got to take a stand. Listen, best let leave you alone. What happens if I die? If you die, ain't nothing I'm going to tell you anyway. Well, matter of fact, you die, you going to hell if you ain't saved. That being honest, you can't keep sitting around playing with these people. These people going to pull y'all in. I ain't going. I'm taking a stand. Because had she popped out of him for it, that'd been it. Ain't that right? I nailed the door up. I don't need you. Too weak-minded for me. I can't use nobody weak. That's everybody else. Here's my wife did. Y'all see me looking around her? She gone. Listen, right now where I'm at in my life, I'm too old to start over the chain and definitely go to hell. I done played, I done did everything I want to do in the street. Wasted a whole lot of years and time. I'm settled now. I'm like them old folks. Listen, I'm good. I'm settled. I ain't looking for no fun in no street. I ain't looking for no little something on the side, little playtime. I ain't looking for no little reefer. I ain't looking for no little drink. I'm good. I've done all that. All I'm looking to do is need eyes closed at the final round and to meet that man in peace. Have that congregation right. When I say that, to say this, a lot of y'all agree with me, but a lot of y'all ain't willing to cut off and let some stuff and people go. Because you keep playing on something long enough, these guys know you keep on it long enough, you'll give in now. Some stuff an insult to me. What? Somebody called me telling me to smoke that weed. What? So the mere fact you asked me to smoke that weed was to say something about me. Something. How many of y'all get offered to smoke weed or drink? Because you don't demonstrate it, you don't show that. These people will play on y'all like I tell these people go in their car, y'all. I already know why a lot of stuff go. Them folks feel like, I know our conversation. I know where you at. I keep at you. You're a poor. I ain't no fool. I know y'all might say, what are you trying to say? If you ain't hear that, you ain't heard nothing. That's just being honest with y'all. You got to take a stand. See, everybody, the folk know, ain't no use of fooling with me. I'm settled. I'm good. Some stuff we ain't going to talk about. It ain't happening, so you don't even try it. I mean, these southern no better come up here and pull a tit out on me, tell me, what's this? Right here, I'm going to show you what it is. I'm going to kick you in that tit out that woman. They know it. These southern, how many of y'all said thanking him? One of these should have come throw a tit up him and jump out the mouth. Here I go for to put a straw on it. They don't play no fools like they pull that junk with them weak, them guys try to, what you going to do? A woman just come there and throw it on you. Throw her behind straight out there on that pavement butt naked. Carry yourself away. Some of that stuff, folks know not to pull that stuff on you. I'm talking about, man, I can't beat them all. They be on me all the time right here. They ain't on me for nothing. I done showed signs. They done seen something. They got some information. A lot of that stuff happened because these folks, I'm talking about, everywhere I go, sissy be after me. Sure they do. Everywhere I go, no sissy be after me. That don't happen. See a sissy look too long? I ain't threatening nobody. I'm just saying stuff happen. I'm just being some of that stuff is all about how you carry yourself and where you at. A lot of stuff, y'all got to let all this little childish stuff. Y'all go playing with these folks, keep trying to keep in, trying to make these folks playing with y'all. Oh, your mama about to die. Oh, your dad. Everybody living dying. If you were so concerned about your dying, seeing me, I ain't the one you got me in judgment. I think it's a dumb conversation. What I'm going to do, tell me, you want to see me before you die. You're going to meet him when you wake up, and you ain't right, you're going to hell. That's who you better make sure you got it right with. A lot of stuff that tell you, cut that foolishness off. Some stuff y'all just got to cut off. If you listen, if your mind set on being saved, some stuff and some people just be on it, you just can't hold on to. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I can't hold on to everybody. I've known some people over my life have been some pretty fun, good people. But where I'm at now and where I'm going, I just can't hold on to them. It's just some people I can't hold on to, just simply because of where I'm going. There's some things I can't carry with me just because of where I'm going. That's why your mind got to be set at the end of the day, folks. A lot of this stuff y'all be pulling, just cut that weak stuff off. Get grown and get strong and realize something. Where I'm going, I just can't hold on to everybody and everything. When you get confident in selling yourself on what it is you're trying to do, nobody got to make you do nothing. Nobody got to beat no drum, no tambourine, nothing to move you. Your heart already set, your mind made up. I got to be him. Nobody had to call me, see was I coming. What else was I going to do? I got to be him. You're going to be sitting as a devil going to take me down or something. They're going to lock and hold me down. Otherwise, it's in my heart to be him. Y'all hear me? When you get settled and you know what it is you're going to do, ain't nobody got to make you do nothing. Some of y'all, you got to be made. You got to check because you don't know. Your mind's so unstable. You don't know. You might 1 minute you're ready to go, next minute you're already gone. You got to be settling yourself. Some of y'all ain't got no come. Some of y'all men got no. How many of y'all men can admit you ain't got no backbone? One person. The rest are going to admit they ain't got no backbone. I have better results out of y'all than what I get then. Other than that, y'all some big liars. Now, y'all just know you just sitting here and lying now, right? So y'all fella better do something, or y'all some liars. And you know no liar ain't going to tear in his sight now. I know I got fellas ain't got no backbone. I don't know what the problem is, but y'all ain't got no background. Can't run these home, can't put these wires in order, and can't take care of no business. Man, please. I don't play that stuff. My wife man come me talking sideways flip. Your behind finna get out of here. I don't play that. Let me tell you something. I don't play that junk. I will get your behind. Man, be talking me like no fool. Man, I call me stupid. You finna be saying, you said it, but your next time you said it, you on the other side of that door. Y'all hear me? I don't play that stuff, man. Let me tell you something. I tell you, brother, y'all better learn how to govern these homes. Take no foolishness like that. I won't be done. Run me, putting no leash around my done neck. I ain't no done dog. Y'all hear me?
Amen.
They can't follow. I tell you, man, put your foot down. Ain't no use of you staying here. I ain't finna be paying. I'll burn it to the ground. I don't use to both of them, man. Burn it to the ground. Let insurance come to pay for it. That time that fool, man, be sitting here. Y'all be a man. Woman don't want no man that lead about and living clean, living a sanctified life, serving the Lord and glad in the field of the Lord. You can't follow that? You going somewhere else. Trying to make nobody do that. What's wrong with y'all brothers? Y'all step up and be men. Y'all all right?
Amen.
Amen.
I'm trying to help y'all out now. Somehow let no done woman be dictating, running me no done way. I don't play no fools like that. I ain't never went for no junk like that. Y'all hear me?
Amen.
Love them, treat them right, but you need to stand up and learn how to be men. I'm try to beg you and make you do nothing. You're a man. You got to learn how to govern and run your home. And there's something not letting another listen. We ain't gonna can't have no two chiefs. I ain't even found no trial that had no two chiefs in it. Indian won't even run like that. They'll tear down the TP. They can't run it. Everybody got ripped them little draws. I say, too many chiefs. Rip the fella. You can't do nothing with all them chiefs. Two chiefs will mess up a whole tribe. So we can't have it in here. What y'all do, start letting your wife wear these boxer drawers. She ain't got no big. Get her some panties. I don't wear no darn panties. I wear drawers. I'm a man. I ain't getting no little string up my hand. I don't play that stuff. Women draw, and they ain't even enough material. I hope they gave you a discount on them. You ain't got no butt cheek covers. Foolishness like that. Y'all step and be a darn man. Sitting around all doing straggling, weak back. Why talk to you like a darn fool and lead you by the hand? Get y'all behind them and step and be a darn man. Never seen so many gristleback men in my darn life. I don't need nobody. I ain't got to sit here and I got to argue every time I tell you to do. My wife tells her, you can go. I ain't gonna listen, I ain't finna be arguing. I'm too old, shoot my blood pressure up. This is what we gonna do. That's too hard for you to do, maybe do better somewhere else. All that hollering and acting the fool like that, I ain't got time. I'm old now. I can't take all that hollering cutting the fool. Sit out here, I ain't beating you, I ain't raping you, I ain't making you sleep with none of my friends, I ain't making you drink no alcohol, I ain't prostituting you on no street. I said, this what we gonna do. That got that. Y'all hear me? What's wrong with y'all, men? Kept mine hiding some money, sticking it somewhere. Wherever you stuck that money, that's where you need to go. We right here together. I ain't hiding nothing I got. We together. The Bible said we supposed to be heirs together with the grace of life. What's all that hiding, sticking up somewhere? Stick your behind, stick on here and pay some darn bills. Maybe you ain't paying nothing. Y'all playing no football. I don't play no fools like that. Pull that junk with me. I'm up here struggling, you hiding some darn money. Your behind finna be hiding out there up on a darn tree somewhere. I don't play that fools. I don't know where y'all get this stuff from. Y'all all right?
Amen.
So up here and see your darn husband struggling, you hiding money. That ain't no doing dope head on me. Get your behind out of here. How many of y'all men go for that foolishness? Everybody hand ain't up. Some of y'all do go for it. I don't play that junk. I'm sitting here struggling, you got some money. Let me tell you what we finna do. Was yours and mine, was mine and mine. We supposed to be in here together. I wouldn't do it to you. I got something here, you struggling, you paying all the bills. Ain't even no conversation to talk. You paying everything, there ain't even no conversation. Everything on you, and I got some money. Glad I could throw something in here up out of anything. Hide mine, this mine. So you'll let the ship go down. Let me tell you what I need to do. Throw your behind off this ship, and it's just one sailor and one captain on this ship. I'm telling you now, where y'all get this spirit from? Y'all need to cut that fool out. That's a bad spirit. Sit right here, I tell you the truth. Some of y'all will watch y'all husband work themselves in a hole and won't help. The niggas who got y'all need their behind whoop. Y'all fine. I don't play no stuff like that. You'll watch me struggle and work and hide some money from me. Your behind gone. Oh, this tight now, ain't it? I'm going to start looking like Rain Man now. Walmart. I wall your behind. Wall your behind right up out of here. I don't know where y'all come up with this old bad spirit stuff. I don't play no junk like that. You see me struggling and I'm paying everything? Let me tell you something. I'm paying everything. My wife got some money. You see me struggling. Sit back and be stupid and let me buy your behind out of here. Listen, as far as I'm concerned, you worse than somebody in the street. You see, I'm paying everything. It be different. Me and you doing this together. You say, we agree, this your money. But you see me, I'm paying everything. You ain't got nothing. You hiding your money. But y'all niggas crazy. The woman got plenty of sense. Y'all the one crazy. I don't play no stuff like that. Where y'all get that from? See, something be wrong with your spirit when that's your man. Something wrong that I sit and watch you drown. Watch you fail. And I sit back. What I'm going to do when you fail? When you ain't got it, you in a hole and everything on you, what am I going to get out of this? Y'all women can be just as devious as some of these guys. I don't know how y'all pull it out, brother. Y'all don't get it from my teaching. I don't believe in it. A man ought to be able to run his house, but you need to learn how to run it with some diligence. A lot of stuff comes if you sit in here and you do stuff right. The average woman, if she got sense, she'll follow. She'll be glad to follow a man that's doing the right thing. These fools are sitting around high and steady. You see your husband work, struggle, and you ain't got nothing and you don't put nothing. I just can't imagine it. You know what I said? To me, that's the ultimate betrayal. That's like you've been sleeping around with everybody on my job. I just can't trust you. That's just be honest with you. I just couldn't trust you. When I can't trust nobody, we ain't going to be able to make it. That's just be honest. I don't say how we're going to be able to make it because we supposed to be heirs together, the grace of life. We come up, how you not going to have a part? How we going to put, me and my wife ain't going to put our money in no pot. And I'm going to sit around talking, all in mine, let me give it back. The money she put in there, that's all together. She put just as much in out I did. Come on, some of that stuff there too, some of y'all men, that's just bad spirited stuff. We both working, we both put in here, and then I'm going to say control none of it. They ain't even being just. I don't want my wife to feel like, I put something to you going to take all of it. Only way I do that if I'm a nigga. Lord, domesticated animal on the planet. Why would I do that to my wife? I love my wife. I want to frame my wife and make my wife like no food. Have my wife like she eat out no trash. That's my wife. Want to beat my wife. That's my kids' mother. What you think they going to see? They see me beat on their mother. Teach a man. What I teach a man to run at home. Teach don't be stupid. You got a mother. How you know, y'all think about this, the stuff y'all do. You got a mama. How you felt if you seen your daddy do it to your mama? What you do the same stuff that you pull with your wife happened to your mama? Seeing your dad treating your mama like a child. It's just good you do it to your wife. Seeing your daddy take everything from your mama, but you can do it to your wife. Ain't nowhere in the world. I know I want my mom to be treated right. I try to treat my wife. I treat you right. What? I don't get it up. I'll hit you. I'll come hug you up. That's right. They try to remind them. Ain't always been in the synagogue. That's the truth, though. Y'all hear me? Treat these wives right. Y'all got here to take care of these wives. They on my road book. I don't need no say. I want happy women. Love them with sprinkle. Make it rain when you get home. Get you a stack of them ones and 20. Throw them on and then don't be trying to give them back so you buy yourself something. Isn't that right? They ain't trying to nigga not give back. We just playing. Don't try to give back nothing. I'm going to go home and get me 5 ones. Here's something. Make it rain. They keep throwing it back up the same $5. Treating them while they're right. I'll go home want to throw your money in the street with these tramps on the street and these women on badge your baby. Anybody get it to your wife. And a wife, I tell you all the time, every dime you get, don't spend it. Put something back. Especially if you know your husband irresponsible. Put something back. Go spend it. He give you $100, you spend $105. That's stupid. Gave you $100, put 20 up somewhere. Something happened. That man come back. Baby, we ain't got it. Well, come back and say, I got somewhere I've been putting aside from. Man, that man is showing up appreciate you. That man said that man. Boy, you buy some good cornbread and pot liquor. Man around and sop you up, you do right. You sit there and let that man see you stuff, you hiding and stuff piled up in secret account. You got to be with somebody that junk, you ain't got to be with them. Y'all hear me?
Amen.
Telling these single folk, y'all start off right. You don't need no prenup. Don't marry nobody. I got to get a prenup. I don't need you. That means I already know something wrong with you. Sign all these paperwork if I ain't signing that. She ain't gonna get no more than what I'm gonna let her have. I'll smoke it up right. I'll get on crack real fast. Get one big rock and what I got, get a $10 rock, that be it. Sit around and got time for all that food to treat for you. Do what's right, the Lord gonna bless you. So anybody can get over on you and take nothing. You do what's right, the Lord will bless you. I'm gonna get ready to let them go. I appreciate y'all. Thank you.